Hi, my name is Billy. Recently I had a client reach out to me and asked me to build a shelving unit for her son's bedroom. This is what we came up with. Now let me show you how I built it. The client decided on cherry for the shelves. At its widest part, the shelves are 26 inches long and approximately 21 inches tall. The shelves will be connected with two back supports. Each piece was flattened on the joiner. The pieces were sent through the planer and flattened to a thickness of about 7/8 of an inch. They were cut to a final width of 3.5 inches on the table saw. Using my sled, I cut the pieces to their final lengths. I'm using my table saw fence as a stop block to ensure that the pieces will be a consistent length. I used a combination of hand sanding and my orbital sander, working my way up to 180 grit. Using my dado stack, I notched out the groove for the back stile to sit in. My dado was just a hair too thin. You'll notice my sweet blue painter's tape shim that added just enough space to make the dado perfect. I dry assembled the unit and then drilled holes for screws in the back. The shelves are glued and screwed in place. I'm using Titebond liquid high glue for this project. The long open time is really handy when assembling a complicated glue up. While I don't expect anything heavy to be placed on the shelves, I felt better having the screws for additional strength. When using other glues, I like to let the glue sit before scraping it off with a chisel. But with high glue, I find that a wet rag works great for wiping away any squeeze out. The project was sanded, and a few spots of glue were quickly removed with a chisel. I took my time to round over the edges, especially since this is going to be in a child's bedroom. Here I'm adding keyholes so the shelf can be hung on the wall. I used double-sided tape to hold down two stop blocks. With my compact router, I gently plunged the router bit into the back support and pushed it forward until I made contact with the stop block. As you can see, the screws fit like a glove. Now to plug those ugly screw holes. I didn't have cherry dowels that were the right size for the screw holes, so I made some using my disc sander and my drill press. A little glue and the dowels were hammered into place. I used a Japanese pull saw to flush up the dowels, and then the back was sanded smooth. A little cleanup with mineral spirits and it was time to apply finish. I'm using Armor Seal semi-gloss for this project. I like the added protection that Armor Seal provides in this situation. Once the first coat dried, I lightly sanded with 400 grit and put on another coat. In total, I applied 3 coats of Armor Seal. Once the last coat was dry, I went over the entire project with 2000 grit to make it silky smooth. I don't always do this, but I applied a little bit of wax and orange oil to highlight the figure in the cherry even more. And with that, this one's a wrap. I like how it turned out. If you're interested in more content like this, please subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching.